Hi guys, how you're doing? So, long time no see, I know. It's been quite a while since you've seen me, but I've had a lot of things going on in my life, which I'd rather not go into, to be honest, because the whole reason I'm making this video today is because I feel like I want to come back and I want to do my videos on this channel because I love this book channel. I love it, I love the people, I love the community of the booktube and everything. It's brilliant, I absolutely adore it. So I'm not going to get into details of why I haven't been here. If you ever want to know if I ever make a video about it, I will link it in the description of this video. But if I don't, then, you know, that's it really. But let's just get to the main point and the main premise of the video, which is a book haul. And I have collected quite a few books and I am proud of myself because I have been definitely neglecting books. Definitely neglected, that's really hard to say. Definitely neglecting my books. I really have. Like, I haven't read anything in such a long time, and I think it's because I haven't been able to find myself or bring myself to reading. It's been really difficult to do, and I feel now I'm back to a point where I can do it. And I've got some books and I'm happy with what I've got. It was my birthday recently as well, so that helped the situation. And yeah, so let's get into it. The first book that I got is called The Black Country and it's by Alex Grecian. Basically, the book is set in the Midlands, which is where I'm from, by the middle of the UK. It's called the Midlands. The Black Country is the nickname for Birmingham in the Midlands because through like the Industrial Revolution, because of all the soot from the chimneys and stuff in a lot of factories, it became known as the Black Country because I think it was Queen Victoria actually who was coming through on a train and she was like, oh, it looks like the Black Country, everything's black, because everything was like covered in smoke and soot, and I think that's why it's taken on the name of the Black Country. But basically it's about serial killers, which, yes, intense stuff for a book. Last year I watched a show called Ripper Street, which was on BBC, and it was about Jack the Ripper in London. This book, it says Blackhampton, the Midlands, 1890, so it's set Victorian times, and 3 people are missing. London's murder squad send 2 detectives. They find a town of superstition, secrets and conspiracy. The icy and crumbling coal mining village to which Inspector Walter Day and Sergeant Hammersmith have been dispatched does not welcome outsiders. Tread carefully and they may catch a killer, but a wrong step will mean never seeing home again. It's basically about like Jack the Ripper, his, could you say, legacy or his ideals have been taken on further into the country and the Midlands, and these inspectors have had to go there to basically try and see what the F is going on. And I'm really excited to read this because I've always wanted to read something like this, mystery, intrigue, murder, and I got this from Asda for like £3.50, and you cannot knock a book that originally was $7.99 and getting it from Asda for £3.50. Yes! The next book I got, and I went to see the film earlier on in this month, and can we just say Dylan O'Brien, The Maze Runner. You guys know I love Teen Wolf. I've loved Teen Wolf for so long, and Dylan O'Brien is one of my favourite actors because he's just so diverse, and it definitely showed that in the film. To be honest, if I had gone into the film having not read the book, I'd be very confused as to why it jumped so much into the story bang on. It's like really intense. It's an intense story and you're constantly on like the edge of your seat, at least I was anyways. But of course I've read the book, so I do know a little something that's going on, and it's brilliant. And I'm going to get the Scorch Trials because The Maze Runner is a really good start, I think. I know it has some of its problems, but I sort of just look past it and think of it as an amazing new book series to read for me because I've never come across it before, and I love this cover. I love it. I hate the new ones that they've released. They are so ugly, but I love these covers. Oh, lovely. The next book that I got because I had to read it at school, but I never ended up staying at that school, so I'm not forced to read it, I'll just read it in my own time. And that is Birdsong by Sebastian Faulks. Now, it's a very famous book. It's a First World War novel in different perspectives. There's this one woman who's trying to find more information about her granddad and going back and looking at his life. And this woman's granddad, we look at his perspective in the First World War, being in like the trenches, being at war, falling in love with the French woman. It's like, it's weird, it's odd, it sounds odd. I've never read it, but that's all I know about it because that's what I was told about it in English, and I'm excited to read it, to be honest, because at least I'm not reading it now having to like force to read it because I think that makes you lose all the fun in reading. But now instead I can read it of my own accord, and god damn it, I'm going to read it. This cost me £9 and I left. £9. Bleeding me dry. The next books I got as a 3 for 2 from WH Smith. So basically you get like 3 books for the price of 2. And I am so happy with these books that I got. They are amazing. Basically the first one I got was called A Monster Caused by Patrick Ness. Now a lot of people have raved about this. Peru's Project, which is Reagan here on BookTube, I remember she read it, I think it was her, and she really liked it. One, because of all the pictures in it, and that's something that really intrigues me. Like, I mean, look at that. It's so weird but dark and intense, and I don't know anything about the book. All I know is that this little boy, he has a monster come to his room each night, which I know sounds really creepy, but it started when his mother started having her treatment. Now that gives me the impression that his mother has cancer or leukemia, or I don't know, anything like that, and with that brings darkness into his life, therefore bringing the monster into his life. And that's it. That's all I know about it. And I'm excited to read it, and it's so pretty and I love it. It's just so different and it's a nice way to put a book, and Patrick Ness is a brilliant author. So I'm excited. It's going to be great. The next one I got has been raved about here on BookTube, and that is We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. I don't know anything about it other than everyone's telling me you need to go into it with a clear mind and know nothing about the premise. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm not knowing anything about the premise. I'm going into it with a clear mind, and I will let you know how I go. And if I do a book review of this, don't worry, I will be like, bitch, can't look at this book review until you read it. And the last one's the 3 for 2 that I got. I'm so excited to get, because look how beautiful it is. It's Messenger of Fear by the Lord that is Michael Grant. If you've been here for a long time, you know I adore Michael Grant. Like, one of my favourite authors. I love the Gone series. I read that so quickly. I just flew through it because I adore the writing style that he has. I find it so intriguing, so thought-provoking, and just, brilliant. And when I saw this on the shelf, I was like, oh my god. It's really weird. One, the cover. Boom. Basically, all I know about it is this girl wakes up, she thinks she's dead. She sees this boy who's got this coat on with skull buttons, and he's all white and like really solemn and pale, and she's like, am I dead? And he says, no, not dead, but quite not alive either. And she remembers this yellow mist. It's so stupid, like, I don't understand. The blurb, it's brilliant, it's Michael Grant. He won't tell you jack about it. You have to read it, obviously. And can we just look at the coolness of Mr. Michael Grant there, can we? And also, when we take the book sleeve off, you're probably not going to be able to see it, but on this, I doubt you're going to be able to see it, but there's like skulls and hands and hearts and coffins, and it just looks so cool, and I just can't wait. I literally can't wait to read this, because I do love a good Michael Grant book, and you know, anything by him I'm sure I'm going to like anyways, and then to see something like this which is interesting and mysterious, I'm like, yes, yes. The next book I got, I was highly anticipating for this year, and that was The Infinite Sea by Ricky Yancey. I read The Fifth Wave last year. It was like joint top favourite book. Probably, it was my top favourite book actually of last year. I loved The Fifth Wave, loved it so much, and I am so excited that I have this. I haven't actually read it, even though I've had it for like weeks. I haven't read it yet because I haven't had time to read it, because I've just been catching up on a lot of work, doing a lot of things, sorting a lot of things out. It's really thin. It's so thin, and that worries me a bit because I've been so excited for this book, and I waited a whole year because I read it the second that The Fifth Wave came out, and then I had to wait a whole full year to read this, and then I've got to wait another full year to read the last one, and I'm like, I don't want to wait that long, but it's what's happening, and it's very thin, and it concerns me. But basically, if you don't know what it's about, Cassie Sullivan, she lives in a world, our world, that's literally been destroyed by aliens. Like, disease and all this stuff has just wiped out humans, and aliens come, and they're literally the only ones that are just chilling and that are left. And It's weird but brilliant, and it's so good, and I don't want to tell you anymore because it would just ruin it. So if you haven't read The Fifth Wave, read The Fifth Wave and then read The Infinite Sea. Obviously it's the second book, but I'm excited to read this because I do love me some Rick Yancey. I do love me some Rick Yancey. And my final two that I got, I was really excited to get. Now, before I went on holiday to Cyprus for my brother's wedding in July of this year, I was packing. Basically, I marathoned the 100 in a day, and the whole first season, and it was, I loved it so much, and I was like, I gotta get the book. So I got the 100 by Cass Morgan, which is the first book in the series, and then the reason I got it is because she has just released the 100 Day 21, which is the second book in the series. So I got them buy one get one half price on Waterstones, and I was like, boom, chicka yeah, because I'm so excited for the new season. I haven't even watched the new episode yet because I've been that busy, and I am just really excited for everything that this is going to bring. It looks amazing. Well, obviously this book's going to be amazing because I've watched the whole first series, so I know basically the premise of this. And then I'm just excited to see what's going to happen, because at the end of the first season, with them going into the, and then the, as you can see, books do take over my life and take over my soul. So I had quite a few, well, quite a good amount here. Shall I try and pile them up? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it's getting heavy, 7, 8, 9. Now, I know 9 isn't really that good. Right, so I hope you enjoyed this book haul, guys, and I'm excited to read it all, and I'm excited to make more videos on. And then that's when my camera died, so I hope you're okay, guys. Remember to smile today, be happy, and I love you very much.